Hi, I hope you're well. I found something in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 that I wanted to share with you, verse 8 and 9. It says, "Concerning this thing, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that it might depart from me. And he said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly I will rather boast in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me." And I realized that it is when we are weak that we, at the times when we feel incapable, or at the times when we feel disqualified, that the grace of God is able to step in and do a thing that we are not able to do. In other words, it is better to rely on the grace of God than to rely on your strength. Yet this grace comes into play or is seen more profoundly when we are weak. The grace of God is what fills up for the places where we are not able to, cover, the places where we cannot really do much. And when grace takes over, it is only evident, through what we are doing or through the results that are seen in our lives, that it has covered most of the work or most of the result that is able to be seen. And therefore, my encouragement to you today is, rather than pushing our weaknesses under the carpet, and wanting to hide them, that we are able to reveal these things and surrender the weakness to God, that in that place the grace of God is able to cover for us, and that we are able to experience victory. Actually, it usually is so common for us as human beings that I went back and found it also in 1 Samuel chapter 16. And in 1 Samuel chapter 16, David is about to be anointed as king. But when Samuel approaches his father presents, the best of his sons. Literally, David is nowhere to be found because David was a child born out of wedlock, and it was known, by the people that surrounded David's father. So when Samuel came and was asking for his sons, the one that the Lord wanted to appoint as king, David's father presented the best of what he had, and David was brought in last. Just because the Spirit of the Lord insisted that no, there is one more. These are not the amongst these young men. There is none. None of them is the king. There is one more, and Jesse has to bring that one more son. And therefore, I'm here to encourage you to surrender your weaknesses to God, the places where you feel incapable, the places where you feel you cannot really expose these ones, you really do not want them to be known. You can actually give them over to God. You can actually surrender to the power that you cannot, physically grab, but that is at work within you, because Bible says that it is the power that is at work within us that is able to produce exceeding abundantly and above. It is when we rely on something greater than us. Actually, even when you feel strong enough, the Bible still says, lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge God, and he will make straight your paths. So I'm here to encourage you and remind you of the sufficiency of grace when you are not able to do much, because grace is able to accomplish much more. God bless you.